Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be sharing with you a letter from one of my subscribers here on YouTube. They gave me permission to share it and to give commentary on it so that it can probably help somebody that is going through similar situation. Okay, they stepped out of the marriage and committed adultery, and it's caused some problems even as they're trying to rebuild and navigate through this tough time. And so I'm going to read the email to you, and then I'm going to come back and give my commentary, my discourse. So here's the email. Dear Not Easily Broken, I'm a big supporter of your channel. I watch most of your videos, and I'm also a subscriber. I have a problem and I need your help. I am married for 10 years. I stepped out of the marriage, cheated on my wife, and it is the biggest regret I have in my life. I love my wife and I know what I did is wrong. She found out about the cheating through my phone, which means that she suspected something, and that's why she keeps snooping around. They know when things are not right. Trust me, women know and a man know when something is off. Yes, they do. I admit to it, and I ended the relationship with the other woman. I seek the help I needed in order for me to heal. I went to couples counseling, and I learned how my actions have impacted my wife in a very negative way. The problem I am having is, even though I am not cheating anymore, I feel like my wife micromanages every move I make. I feel like I have to give an account for where I am, what I am doing. I feel like a child sometimes when she asks me where I'm going, where I'm coming from. God really changed my life, and I am at a better place spiritually. I just feel like she should learn to trust me again. Of course, I'm sure that's what you want, and I'm sure that's what she wants too, right? What is your thoughts on this? Any advice on how to deal with the situation? Thank you for all that you do. I appreciate your channel. Best regards. So that's the letter that was sent to me. And of course, I encouraged him. I want to take my time to really unpack this, because this is a problem. And it's a problem that a lot of couples that stepped out of the marriage don't really understand. See, when you stepped out of the marriage and you commit adultery, you have an affair, you have lost the privilege of privacy. I'm going to say it again. You have lost your privilege of privacy. I know this is hard, but this is the truth. You broke trust in the marriage. And when trust is broken in the marriage, it is very difficult to restore. You see, trust in a marriage is like what a foundation is to a building. No building can last. No building can stand. No building can withstand the test of time without a strong foundation. The same thing goes for your marriage. Your marriage cannot survive without trust. Rebuilding trust is not easy. It is hard. And it takes time, it takes dedication, it takes commitment, it takes sacrifice. It requires a lot of work. There is no easy way to fix a marriage when infidelity happens. Of course, the marriage can be salvaged, but it's not easy. There is always going to be doubt in our mind. There's always going to be thoughts in our mind that something is going on. And I know this is not what you want to hear. This is not what a lot of people want to hear when they step out of the marriage. Just because you say you're sorry and just because you're changing your life, you're getting therapy and now you become spiritual, it doesn't change the fact that you stepped out of the marriage and committed adultery. She's always going to have some sort of doubt in her mind that maybe this is going to happen again. And my friend, I want to pause for a moment and ask you a big favor. If this video is adding some value to you, then do us a favor and hit that like button. It is absolutely the best way that you can show your support to helping us grow here on YouTube. Thank you. Let's get back into it. So even though she has forgiven you, and even though she decided to move on, and even though she decided to give you a second chance, well, the reality, my friend, is that the scars and the pain and the trauma and the residue are going to linger from what happened. There is going to be fear in our heart. Can I really trust you again? See, you have given up your privacy when you decide to step out of the marriage and commit adultery. If you're really serious about our healing, and maybe some of you guys are watching it's your wife that cheat on you, it's the same thing. It goes for both. If you're serious about healing and making the marriage better, then you have to give your spouse total transparency, which means that your phone, your computer, social media page, she needs to have full access to them. And if she cannot have full access to it, then you're not serious about helping her to heal and learn to trust you again. First of all, she should not have to force you to hold yourself accountable. That's supposed to be automatic. That's supposed to be the biggest thing that you work on. You need to hold yourself accountable. She is triggered just seeing you pick up your phone and text. I mean, the phone ring, especially certain time of the night, and it's going to trigger her. You're supposed to be home at 10 and you come home at 10:05. She's triggered. She want to know what's going on. Of course, you're annoyed by it and you frustrated by it, but what are you going to do? You caused this on yourself. Listen, we've worked with couples that requires their husband to FaceTime them when they're out and about. I mean, that's extreme, but these are the situations that you all put your spouse into. I don't think that most of you guys that step out of the marriage and commit adultery understand the trauma that the spouse who is cheated on go through. I don't think you really understand how painful it is to know that you trust someone with your life and they betrayed you. You lost the benefit of doubt, my friend. It is what it is. You need to take responsibility for who she's now becoming because of what you did. You must accept the consequences and change your mindset and change your attitude so that she can learn to trust you again. This is not easy, man. And the fact that she is not planning to get a divorce, I'm assuming that she's working on the marriage. She wants to work on the marriage. She wants to give you a second chance. But it doesn't come easy, my friend. It doesn't. Because here's the reality. The reason why you were able to cheat is because your wife trusted you. She believed in you. She think that you would never do something like that. She didn't think that she have to check your phone. She didn't think that she have to look over her shoulder. She did not think that she have to watch your every move. Now this is her reality based on your actions. And you have to deal with it and love her through it. You know, the Bible tells us in Genesis chapter 2 and verse 25 that the man and the woman, the husband and the wife, they were naked and not ashamed. Nakedness in this particular scripture is referring to transparency and vulnerability. Can she be naked with her feelings? Can she be naked with her flaws? Can your spouse be naked with their pain? Can they be naked with their trauma from their past and the residue from past issues that they've been through? Are you be able to protect her nakedness and her vulnerability? Adultery is difficult. It's a difficult thing to heal from. And it requires sacrifice, dedication, and commitment to doing the work. Because when you committed adultery, this was your marriage before adultery. When you commit adultery, this is what happened. Doesn't matter how you try to put the two back together again, it will never be whole again. This marriage as you used to it, what happened before the adultery, that's memory. Now you have to work on this, whatever you have left. And whatever you decide to do, as you decide to work together and work on the marriage, now you have to work from here to make it whole again. That's work. That requires dedication, sacrifice, commitment to doing the work. That means that you have to rebuild the marriage from the ground up. You're not starting over where you left off, man. You're building a new marriage. You have to commit to build a marriage that was better than the one before. Because if it's not better than the one before, then what's the sense? If you're going to still be the same old, and the same attitude, it's not going to work. You have got to be committed to building something better than what you had. And if you don't, it's only a matter of time before both of you guys start tolerating each other in the marriage. You stop serving each other, and eventually it's going to end in divorce. I know you might feel emasculated. You feel like, you know what? You know, she's just going in and she's just carrying on. You feel threatened. But this is what you cause on yourself. This is your doing. The Bible said, to whom much is given, much is required. If it's going to change and get better, then you have to act and you have to show up and you got to do the work. If it's going to be, it's up to you now. You got to take responsibility and know that things can get better when you decide to get better. Listen, man, you're going to have a lot of patience because it's not easy for her. And I know it's not easy for you either. But listen, this is the cross, man, that you have to carry. And I hope your shoulders is broad enough to carry it. And that's why the Bible tells us that adultery is a sin. Thou shalt not commit adultery, because God already know the pain, the trauma, the scars, the frustration, the issues, the anguish, the devastation on the family, on the people in it. God already know. He knows how difficult it is to recover from it. And if your marriage recovered from adultery, give God praise, man. Don't do it again. And so, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if this video blessed you, man, please do us a favor and hit that like button. Like and share, subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. May God continue to bless you. And here's another video that I know it's going to bless you. Please watch it and learn from it. And I'll see you in the next one.